Hi, Gene with today's thought, and today I'm going to kind of ease into today's thought. It should be very brief, but I have to preface what I'm going to be talking about with a recent town hall that Kamala Harris did. It was on CNN, and there was a panel discussion after the town hall, as there usually occurs in these kinds of things. And well, there's Scott Jennings. He is the token conservative, I guess you could call him. So you would expect him to have panned Kamala Harris's performance. But even the liberal Democrats now are apparently on CNN getting fed up with Kamala Harris, and they're having to be honest about her. And they were pretty clear that it was Dana Bash said that if Kamala Harris was supposed to be reassuring voters or getting new voters, that she did not close the deal. I think that was her term. But what was interesting about it is that the criticism revolved around the same thing that I've been mentioning. Just one of many flaws in Kamala Harris. No time to go through all of them, but the main one is that she does not answer a direct question with a direct answer. She just doesn't. And to give you just one example from this town hall, she was asked, Anderson Cooper asked her, do you think Donald Trump is anti-Semitic? Not, is he anti-Semitic, as I would call it? Do you think? In other words, her opinion. Do you think he's anti-Semitic? And her answer was, I think Donald Trump is a danger. It's a simple yes or no question. Either she does or she doesn't, but she avoided the question. This happens again and again, and this will bring us into today's subject, which is Trump derangement syndrome. Now, there are mild versions of it, which I'm going to talk about in a second, and then there are really extreme cases of it, and the mild case happens on this very vlog, because I just talked about her failure, Kamala Harris's failure to answer a direct question with a direct answer. She was asked, I did a whole thought on this, that she was asked, should people stand for the national anthem? And she avoided, she would not say yes or no. Now, I'm not going to get into that. That's on this other vlog, and I got comments, and you're welcome to your comments. I usually don't jump in. I almost did a whole thought on this, but I'm not going to. But I'm just going to say that I got a lot of comments rationalizing her failure to answer the direct question. And, well, I guess I will. It's obvious. It's obvious why she fudges on all these answers, and it's because the Democratic Party is, it's basically a coalition. The Republicans, especially now that they are it's increasingly obvious. I mean, just ask most Teamsters, I guess, that the Republicans, thanks to Donald Trump, is now the party of the working class, of the average worker, but mostly what you would call the silent majority, or I would just call it normal people who have common sense, who know that there are only two sexes. Men should not be playing in women's sports, yada, 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 all these things that are obvious. I'm not going to go into the details again. I'm trying not to get sidetracked here. But the Democratic Party is a coalition of the Democratic Party. For every election, they have to cobble together all these other little groups that are out. I guess I should have said mainstream voters. Those are Republicans, the mainstream of America, the people who are which really, this tells you a lot, that you have in Trump rallies, USA, 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 and all these, and he opens with, Trump does with God Bless the USA, the song by Lee Greenwood, but I can't recall hearing not a patriotic syllable in this entire election from any Democrat, and certainly not from Kamala Harris. But getting back to the Democratic Party, their problem is they have the fringe groups, the LGBTQ, ABC, XYZ, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. That's that group. Then they have the jihadists, in other words, the anti-Semites, the Jew haters, who frankly want Hamas to win and wipe out Israel, and so on and so forth. And then you have the people who, the Colin Kaepernicks of this world, which Kaepernicks of this world, who kneel for the national anthem, who will not stand. And the problem that Kamala Harris is that she needs the votes of all these fringe people or she cannot win. So if you ask her a simple question, if you ask a Republican, if you ask Donald Trump, should people stand for the national anthem? He'll say yes. Now, Kamala Harris, she could say the same thing, yes or no. And she could say, I mean, she did, in other words salad, well, I believe, I don't know, freedom of speech and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you can say that, which is true. People have a right, and people should not be compelled to stand for the national anthem, but I think they should. Or you could probably pull up some videos somewhere of Kamala Harris when the national anthem is being played and see if she's standing or not. I guarantee you that she is standing. I do not think for a minute that Kamala Harris does not think that people should stand for the national anthem. That's just obvious. But she can't say that because there are the people who hate America, who view the national anthem as a symbol of slavery, the whole yada, yada, yada. And she cannot afford to lose those votes. And that's why she does not answer that question directly. But I got a lot of it, and it's easy to tell that they're the liberals. I got a lot of these comments that were a few that try to rationalize that away, that obvious point away. Same thing having to do with Israel, with Israel fighting against Hamas and Hezbollah. Do you support Israel or not? Do you think the Israelis should win or whatever? She will not answer that directly either because of the Muslim vote, the Muslim voters in Michigan and Minnesota. So that's why she does not answer a question. She just wants to be president. That's the only thought in her head. She wants to be president, and she won't, she's stuck. She can't answer a question directly. But I want to get to not her, but the comments that I got, because this is a mild case of Trump derangement syndrome, which is today's subject. Trump derangement syndrome. Because they are trying to rationalize, they hate Trump so much that they can't, there are a lot of Democrats now. They are very frank about. They'll say, "Yeah, she's a moron. She's an idiot. But I hate Trump, and I'm going to vote for him." Or anyways, I guess you'd call that Trump derangement syndrome also. But anyways, it's this rationalization of obvious. Just avoiding the obvious, just being in complete denial about Kamala Harris, that she was annoyed that she's not even remotely qualified to be president of the United States, and they're trying to prop her up. But I want to show you an extreme version right now. I'm going to show you a video of a woman who has an extreme case of Trump derangement syndrome. And this is what I'll go on. I'll make a prediction right now. I will make a prediction right now. I hope I'm wrong, but well, it's an easy prediction because it happened in 2017 when Trump was taking the oath of office. As he was taking the vote of office, or that evening, there was rioting in Washington, D.C. Rioting, destruction of property. I predict the same thing will happen again if Trump wins. And I predict it will not happen if Harris wins. You'll have a lot of complaints, but you will not see rioting in the streets. You will see it in Washington, D.C. if Trump wins. And I'll even go farther and say that you will see it in New York City. I feel confident in that because as I mentioned many times, I've lived in New York for 40 years. I know New Yorkers, and that's what you'll see. And it's going to be because of people like this woman that you're about to see now. She is just a woman, I guess, who lives in this neighborhood, and she is reacting to a Trump supporter who has a Trump sign on her lawn. That's it. She has a Trump sign on her lawn, and this woman felt compelled to confront the homeowner, the woman who, another woman who put the sign to Trump, who supports Trump. But the way she talks, the way you're going to hear cursing, oh, okay, so extreme language warning, okay, you can hear cursing, you're going to hear just somebody who is totally unhinged. So here she is.
Hi, I want to know how you can vote.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Shameful.
Are you the one that walks by here and always screaming at people?
No, I haven't walked by recently.
Okay, because a lot of people walk by and scream.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. You are voting for the devil. Don't you know that?
No.
Why are you voting for him?
Because I believe he is the moral candidate.
Oh, my God. You for that one.
That's
moral?
exactly right. That's how your side acts.
Oh, my God.
That's
He's
how
the
you
most
guys...
immoral person around.
In your opinion, that's okay.
Oh,
yeah, that's... I'm sorry. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. God
everybody's opposed to you.
God bless you.
What you just saw was a woman with Trump derangement syndrome, somebody wondering, not reacting to Trump being doing well in the polls, not just the presence of a Trump sign on the lawn. And remember, she didn't scream, but remember what the homeowner said, that people were going by and just screaming at her just for having a Trump sign. And well, I remember the election of 220, driving through Tennessee, and this one neighborhood had Biden signs everywhere, and they were up there. No one was going crazy, but this woman, this is the point I'm making, and I'll end on this, is before the election. Before the election, imagine what this woman will be like after the election if Trump wins. If Trump wins the election, just imagine this woman and so many like her, how they will react if Trump wins. And you're going to see a lot of cases of Trump derangement syndrome. But then I just wanted to show you, because people, they throw this around, and what is Trump derangement syndrome? Does it exist? And trying, as I think I will get some comments here. I won't make a prediction, but it will not surprise me if I get a lot of comments rationalizing this woman's behavior and saying that it's perfectly understandable because Trump is Hitler. And so everything is, I guess, some of our liberal friends, not all of them, but some of them, I guess they're hoping, they believe that we need another Trump assassination attempt. And they're probably hoping that third time will be the charm because that's, you call somebody Hitler. But anyways, I just want to get I just want to get that out there, show you Trump derangement syndrome. You've seen it for yourself. You will see, I predict, a lot more of it if Trump wins. And that's my thought for today. Thanks for stopping by. If you could subscribe, that would really be great. Share this video with anyone you think would benefit from it. But most of all, come back and see me again. I would love to see all of you again. And until I do see all of you again, bye.